Yes. I need to. Hi, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are all over the world. This is so amazing. And I'm so grateful to have you, great women, with me today. Thank you so much for joining me on Live Assurance. Today I have uh, Dr. Wander, the CEO
Hello.
of We Are Survivor from Dallas, and I have Miss Edith from UK. She's a great woman. She's the CEO of Spiritual Healing House, right? Sister Edith. And I have Dr. Kotasha. She's the CEO of Mother Helping Mothers. Did I get it?
Yes,
And I
Mother's
have Sister Mary. She's the CEO of Healing House Store. Did I get it right?
Yes, Healing Storehouse.
Hello? And I have Prophetess Charlene Salmon from Florida. She's the CEO of Elevation TV and Charlene Business
internet or something.
in Florida. Thank you for joining me today.
No problem.
Hello?
Yes, I'm here. Can you
Are
hear
you
me?
hearing me?
I'm hearing you fine.
Are you all hearing me?
I
Yes.
am. I'm hearing you. Can you
Sister
guys
Mary, are
hear
you hearing
me?
me?
Yes.
Okay, what about
Yes.
Sister Kotasha? Are you hearing me as well?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Sister Edith, are you hearing me? Edith, are you hearing me? Sister Charlene, are you hearing me? Sister
Yes.
Wonder?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm hearing you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Sister Edith, I'm not hearing from you. Are you hearing me?
I think she's froze.
Edith?
Yeah, I think she's frozen.
Okay, Sister Wonder?
Yes.
Okay, thank God. Yes, I'm so happy. And I was like, oh my God, what's going on? I am so excited. Last week we discussed about what really matters to us, the Black Lives Matters, and we discussed about different points on different way, what is really the cause. But today I really want us to, I don't know, Sister Eddie, we can't get her online.
Yeah, she's
Oh my gosh,
frozen.
she's froze.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? Oh no. Oh my God, she has something that she wanted to share with us today.
Wow.
Jesus, we command the
Mhm.
Maybe she can
Here we
log
go.
off and log back on. Log back in.
Yeah.
command the airways, God.
Let me try to.
In the mighty name of Jesus.
Okay.
In the mighty name of Jesus.
Dr. Kotashio, what do you think about Black Lives Matter? What do you think? What comes to your mind?
What comes to my mind is I always tell everyone that Black Lives Matter because we have a voice, we should have victory, and we should also have vision. And I just feel like when it comes to Black people, sometimes our vision get watered down or we feel like they're not important because of what other cultures say to us. And so when I coach and teach women how to find their purpose and passion, I let them know that their voice matters and that they can't look at the color of their skin as something that stops them. It actually should makes them want to move forward and makes them want to push harder based on what we've grown up to see in the world and our ancestors and people before us who were entrepreneurs. I think about Black Wall Street when I think about Black Lives Matter. And I'm such in the entrepreneurship world and in the giving world. And as a servant from God, I just think that we have a movement of Black Lives Matter, but I feel like it's more deeper than that. That we should understand the voice of our culture. We should understand how important it is to build wealth in our families and make generational wealth for our children's children. The Bible says that we should be making wealth for our children's children and and so when I think of Black Lives Matter, yes, there's a lot of killing going on. There's a lot of things happening. Our sister friend Sharina went live the other day and she said, why not talk about Black Lives Matter all the time? Why not come together and buy from each other all the time? Why not push and support each other all the time. And so sometimes, to me, Black Lives Matter when we all work together as Black people. And so because we can take we make others look at us a certain way based off of how we treat each other as well. And so I feel like, you know, having sisterhood and having a strength to build each other up and having the foundation to support one another is the number one key to showing others that Black lives truly matter in this world.
Wow. 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 I love that. But I don't know. I'm still trying to. Okay. She said she's coming back. She's struggling to sign in back. Let's see. Okay. Black Lives Matter. Last week we discussed different issues about Black Lives Matter. Sister Wanda also put our input on it. And today we wanted to talk about our story, the source, what really caused it, and what are we expecting from the superiors.
Support. Look.
Hello?
Come on.
Understanding. Wow.
I don't want to laugh.
Open-mindedness. You got to be open-minded. Lord Jesus, can we all just get along? It's amazing how a color can motivate someone's thought processes. It is amazing to me how, because you were born on the other side of the tracks, you're less than me. It is amazing to me that we are not born prejudiced. We are taught to be prejudiced. Why is this color of your skin? Because it's a different color. Now, there's a poem and I can't remember it verbatim, but it says, and you call me colored, because it goes through the stages of people who, when we get mad, some people turn red. When we get cold, some people turn blue. You know, we just have all these different color schemes to our skin, which to me, the body is amazing. Okay. First and foremost. But for me, I don't understand how you judge me because I look different from you. I act different from you. I know different things. Culture, once again, teaches us different ways of the world. It is amazing for me to learn something different, no matter where you come from. But with our government, and you got to tread real lightly and the words that you choose, but our government tries to dictate to us, and from their perspective, what's right. Tries to dictate to us when one of our own is injured or killed, they try to make us see the event through their eyes versus reality, our eyes. So, prime example, when a Black man is killed, they want to go dig up all the negative stuff they can find. Well, this and that, and to paint the picture for society through their eyes. Not the fact that it was an innocent Black man, not the fact that this man, I don't care if you're white, black, blue, or purple, if you feel threatened, you're going to fight or flight. It's human nature. It's human instinct. You're going to fight or you're going to flight. So you're wrong if you fight. You're wrong if you flight. Because either way, if this particular person who has the authority and the power seems to think you're a threat, whether you're running away and your back is turned, you're still considered a threat.
Right.
If you're fighting for your life because you're afraid and you're scared, you're a threat. So as a society, what do we want our superiors to do? See us as an equal. Pay attention. We're human. We make the same decisions that they would make if they were in the same predicament.
I think that we messed up right there when we said that word superior. I think that's the very mindset and the very word why we're in this situation right now is the superiority, right? Where if you're intellectual, then that's a different ladder that you have to climb. If you're in ministry, whichever it is, whatever the industry, the niche is, we all have to move up a certain way, right? But that's different. When we're talking about human life, the color of our skin, there's no superior. We're all people. If you're a doctor, I'm going to respect you as a doctor. If you're a lawyer, I'm going to give you that respect because you earned that, right? But outside of that, those type of things where it's a respect thing because you earn it, there's no superiority. And that's the problem. And I believe that that's why when something happened, and we see it in the news, they tell it from their eyes because that's what they know. They are a threat. It's so funny. The Lord can show you a lot of things in different things, right? And I was watching a superhero show this weekend. And normally I don't watch it, but I watched it. And you had people that had superpowers and people that didn't. And the ones that didn't saw them as a threat. And I was like, wait a minute. That goes back to us. If you don't understand me, oh, we're new. This is new to you. I'm a threat because you don't understand me, right? You don't really understand the culture. You don't understand the people. So now here we are. They're a threat. And when anything happened, a Black man or a Black woman died, they bring up all the negative. Okay, well, she was this, she was that, he was this, he was that, because that's the picture that's already painted with who we are.
Right. Exactly.
Absolutely. That was so dead on.
Yeah.
Exactly. Very true. What do you think, Sister Mary?
She's so sweet.
Actually, just like the other sister was talking about, those are just learned behaviors. And I really want to encourage parenting. We should approach it in a different manner to build a confidence in our kids, because it begins from there. If we don't entrust them with that confidence, they will accept what the social media, what people tell them, what people label them. So we as parents, we really have a great role to play in the lives of our children, because they look at us, we are the role models, and we have a lot to play to impact their life. And also the community, their interaction. We really need to be focused on the things, the areas, their interactions, their friends, and all those kind of things. To me, my main factor, I have like two perspectives. I will focus on parenting and the fear of the Lord.
Hello. Amen.
Yeah.
About my story and my experience, because actually concerning this, it's just about my story, my life experience, and what has like impacted me also. So as they usually say, if you don't, you can't give what you don't have. So if I want to like share my own ideas, I will only share that which I have experienced and seen in the course of life. So I would dwell on just those two main things: the fear of the Lord, because if you understand the Creator and understand how He operates and understand the whole scenario of love, there won't be all this fighting, there won't be all this conflict, there won't be all colors, pink, yellow, blue, purple, or whatsoever.
Right.
And as a child, I grew in that, and that built my identity. And it has also impacted the way I interact and see people, the way I relate to people. So if I want to give a nutshell, my two main points are my spiritual concept about God, the supreme being, and man. He has created everyone unique, different. No, it's not about color, but about the uniqueness in man. And if people get that deep revelation of who they are, of their true identity, a lot of changes will happen in the world today. And the third thing I can also like relate to is the social media has a lot of wrong information, wrong perspectives about lives, and so if you have not had a solid foundation and built your identity, you will believe in what the social media portrays and what people label you, and all those things gonna really have a negative impact on how you relate with people, on how you interact, and it's gonna really affect your life individually and affect others also in a way, because I believe no one is born racist.
No.
Right.
No one. So it's
that goes back to what I said. You are so dead on. It goes back
That's
to
why
we have
we
to treat ourselves.
like.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
That's why we. It is. That's what we discussed last week. That's why I was asking that. Now we understand the problem. We understand the issues. So who are we asking to solve the problem?
You know
Who
what?
are we demanding the solution from?
Cortisha, I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrong, and please correct me if I'm wrong. Dr. Cortisha said that billing, I feel like we have to get a certain type of conviction that I know I'm my sister's keeper. I don't just say it, but I believe it. Right. And until we get that conviction and demand respect, here's how we're going to demand it. Build businesses, leave legacy, change the perception. We're not just rap music and short shorts and booty shaking and braids down to our feet. We're not that, right? We're I'm going to
You're in my language now. You better speak, girl. You better speak.
I'm sorry. See,
you're fine. Don't apologize.
Because we're not that. That's the perception to where people feel like they can handle us any type of way. Yes, and I'm saying it from experience. And until we change that and put some respect on my name. That is Miss Boss to you. That is Miss CEO to you. That's doctor to you. That's professor to you. Pronounce my name. You may get it wrong, but try anyway. Until we demand that type of respect, we're not going to get it. Yes, we can tell them change the laws, change the rules. Okay. In the world, I didn't like people calling me a B, okay?
Hello.
Female call each other a B.
Right.
How you going to respect me when you're lowering my standards to that of a female dog? I'm not that. So I demand
I'm gonna like plug something in right there before you finish that thought. With the word B, a lot of our young generation think that is a term of endearment.
Right.
That is not a term of endearment.
Right.
And I need us as women to understand God gave us a name. Be addressed by your name. Go ahead.
Yes. And it's so funny. I used to demand people call me Miss Boss because I said, that's what I am. At that time, I was a young girl. I was cleaning houses, doing hair. I was doing all that, but I already knew there's going to come a time when this business that I'm doing is going to be bigger than I even know it. And I wanted people to speak that, right? Don't call me a B. Don't call me anything except my name, because that's who I am to you. And that's what I want you to get used to seeing me as. And until we start shaking that up, I respect your business. You respect mine. I respect who you are. It's not going to change. It doesn't matter how much Harriet Tubman, she said, I freed thousands of slaves. I could have freed 1,000 more if only they knew they were slaves. Mentally, emotionally, psychologically, we have to get to a place where we are demanding respect. Buy the real estate, do the investments, build, leave legacies. And then our kid don't feel inferior because guess what? I got an empire too. You're not the only one. And that's where I feel like the real shifting and the change is going to start to change the world.
Yes, like my name is on some real estate. My name is on a deed. My name is on all.
Yes.
My name is on a billboard. Wow. My name is on top of a building. Not an arrest warrant.
Come on.
Right. Not this bad person, this individual. Not for our students. I'm a honor roll student. I'm not an alternative school. Okay. Right. I'm a great student and a great athlete, not just an athlete. I can sing and play in the, just things that a lot of individuals downplay our strengths, and because they want to downplay our education. Oh, but you can run a great mile.
Mm-hmm.
How fast is your quarter mile?
Mm-hmm.
How fast can you throw this ball?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we need you for this. But what about this up here?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
There are so many NFL players, Black NFL players that are doctors, that are business owners, and they do it because they know that's a temporary thing.
Mm-hmm.
Our children have to be taught for the future, not for right now, not for fast money right now. But you always hear the term old money.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Let's make old money for our children, for our generations. Let's have old money. Not the new money, not the fast money, not the cars and the this and the that, the videos that you were talking about. Let's do the old money.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's what it's about.
And you know, you hit the
It
nail.
goes back to what I said earlier. We have to build, we have to rebuild Black Wall Street. We have to rebuild our neighborhoods. We have to do all of that.
And the funny thing about it is, I didn't even know that the Black Wall Street they're still around. They have different, Black Wall Street is still around. I didn't know that.
I live by
it. Burned it down. And that's what I keep seeing. They burned it down. And so I was like, wait a minute. I refuse to sit down and let people tell me and feed me my information. I'm going to do my own research.
Come on.
Black Wall Street. Wanted to slap myself because I was like, wait a minute, I'm missing out on this.
And then once you see it and once you research it and once you put it back into your spirit, man, then that's all you think about. And that's what most people, when they see me, you know, even for my nonprofit helping homeless teen moms, our shirts say representing Black Wall Street. We want to teach our young moms and our young girls that you can be entrepreneurs, you can be business owners, you can do what it is that you're called to do. As I said when we first started, the Bible said you have to create wealth for your children's children. So like you just said, oh, money. I don't want to come out here and create something real quick and real fast. Yes, we in a pandemic. If God is not birthing that thing out of you right now, if he's not verbalizing to you what it is that you're supposed to be doing, don't pick up something quick, because that quick thing is not going to be what you need to take you into your next generation's generation. So it's legacy time. And the best time to do it is right now. Pull out them old journals. Pull out that stuff that God was talking to you about 2 years ago, and reinvent it, bring it back out, relook at it. Don't go grab something new right now just because it looks like the trend on Facebook or it looks like the trend on Instagram. We talk about Black Lives Matter. Well, we got to get to our own personal Black lives. And what does that mean for you as an individual? What does that mean for you as a family? What does that mean for your legacy? And so until we actually impartake into each other, along with the vision that God has given us, we're going to continue to find ourselves looking at the outside people trying to tell us what to do with our lives, with our communities, with our neighborhoods, with our households. And until we all come together and understand that we are a power, we are the ones that was first chosen, and we are the ones with the knowledge and the power to take this generation to the next level, we're going to still be sitting here having conferences like this. How does Black Lives Matter? We already know how Black Lives Matter. We just got to intake it and pull it and persevere and move forward on what we're supposed to be doing in our lives.
Be leaders and not followers.
Come on. I posted yesterday, leaders actually talk about ideas and not people.
Right.
Yes.
We do. Leaders don't supposed to be talking about people. We supposed to be talking about the next idea. How do we come together and move this thing forward together as a whole? How? You know, and so that's my biggest partake on Black Lives Matter. Yo, Black Lives Matter right now. Get it going.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Here she is.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Actually,
I want that's something that I really want to ask. Okay, you are saying something, Sister Mary.
Yeah, I was just saying.
You're trying to say something.
Is like change must come within us.
Yes.
You cannot force somebody to change. You yourself, the change must begin from you, and it must begin from your mind. You really need to work on your mindset. That's why I say we really have, like, from childhood, the confidence must be built. And as we grow in that confidence. We grow in the belief. And we need to really, like, grow, try to select those things which are profitable for us because we need to understand who we are. We need to understand our purpose of creation. We need to understand those purpose and goals and work in line with that. And until we get and understand that and build that confidence, we can't do anything. We can't go anywhere. We'll always be like having there will be that low esteem. But when you have built that confidence and you work towards your vision and goal, that inner self, you feel confidence in you, so nobody can define you. Nobody can redefine who you are because you already know who you are. And if I have like understood my purpose, my goal, nobody can take me out of that because I have already that confidence in me. So whatever you say, that is your stress. It doesn't even have any impact in me. So I believe we really like for things to go right, we need to change. And change comes from within, and our mindsets. A lot has to be done for us to like set in the
Do
goal.
you think that do we need the assistance, or do we need let me put it in that way. I don't want to use white, black. Do we need now the way the world label us, we have two rays, right? So do we need the white race? Yeah, I don't want to say that, but I have to use it. Do we need them in this? I mean, in this change that we are asking for, or in this solution of this Black Lives Matter? What do we need from them?
We do. We need support because we can't change it. We can't fix a problem we didn't start by ourselves. Okay. From the beginning, we all know history, and history didn't start with us. History is going to end with us rewriting history, right? But if we were taken and sold into slavery and so forth, it would only make sense that when we're trying to rewrite that history, that both parties was involved in the beginning, both parties involved in the end.
Yeah.
Wow.
I understand. I'm trying to put edit in. She's at the back, but I don't see the video. I think it's just rolling.
I see her video.
She's there.
Sorry?
I see her
there.
video.
Do you see her video?
Yes.
I'm still struggling.
Edit, are you hearing me? Hello, Edit.
You hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
We can hear her.
Okay, is she here with us?
Yes, she is, and we can hear and see her.
I'm not hearing her. Okay. Hello.
Like,
Oh my
she's
God.
having a little bit of sound problem.
I don't hear
though.
from her. It's okay. Okay, I think there's a little bit of problem from there. Okay, now that we know that we need the support from the other side, what really caused this problem? And do we really know that this discrimination and the racism started from a long time, even before the slavery? Do you agree with me?
We agree.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We agree.
So when we look back to the beginning, I don't want to say that now because it's going to be the next part, but I want us to go, when we look at it from the beginning to the Bible, when we look at the wife of Moses and the children of Moses, Moses got married to an African woman. Do you know that?
Ethiopian.
Do you know that? I don't know if you know that.
No.
Okay, one of the children of of Noah, which is Am. Do you know the history, Sister Mary?
Not actually. I have not like researched whether it's black or white. But I know he was married.
Okay. It's there in the Bible. If you look at when he departed from his family, he headed back to Africa, to Egypt. And he is the kind of, but we're going to discuss about that later. But I just really want us to discuss what we feel, our story, and what do we need from the superior to do, how How can we put a change by ourselves, or do we need to collaborate together for the solution? And I wanted to ask Edith if she has something that she wanted to discuss with us. I don't know how we're going to do it today, but let's see.
She wrote that there is no sound coming.
Oh, okay.
Maybe there's
Is her mic on, maybe?
Okay, sound is not coming from her side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm listening to you from the Facebook.
She really have something that she wanted to
It's
share with
her
us. And when she shared it with me, I felt the same thing, that we've been hurt so much being a Black person or being a Black people. And the pain is there. Is the time that we need to sit down to figure it out. We need to be healed inside. And how can we be healed from this? Because when a white person sees a Black person, what comes in your mind?
Yeah, I can hear her. So if she,
I don't know if you're getting me. And when
I
a
can
Black
hear her.
person, a white person, what really comes to your mind?
Yeah, I can hear her. So if she,
I don't know if you're getting me. Can you hear what she's saying?
I can hear her.
No.
When she
She's not
speaks,
talking
she
yet.
often told us that she was listening
Yeah,
from the
so
Facebook. I heard
what I
her.
was telling you about
There you
is
go.
that so it's been. Can you hear me now?
Do you hear what
Yes.
she said about it?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so what I was talking with Deborah about is that.
Okay,
we
can you
share
tell us? I don't
our
hear anything that
DNA,
she's saying.
We hear her.
Deborah, we can hear her.
I don't. I'm not hearing her either.
I don't hear her. Oh my God.
Can you hear me?
What's going on?
Hear her
We
and
can hear her, so just let her go.
let her go, and then we can hear it back on the playback.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can hear her fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, Sister Edith, what do you think about this Black Lives Matter? I don't hear you, but I can ask from one of the sisters. What do you think about Black Lives Matter? What comes to your mind? And what do you think about the solution? How can we bring solution to this issue? What do you think about Black Lives Matter? What comes to your mind? And what do you think about the solution? How can we bring solution to this?
Okay, so what I thinking is
I need
that
an
it's
interpreter,
everything is in our
please.
DNA, and also
Yes.
the emotions which are actually buried in our unconscious mind. So we need to clear out these emotions, these negative feelings from our unconscious mind through release, through deep meditation, or through prayers to actually forgive to everyone, and then also to actually feel that being without anger, being kind. So because the anger is just making more anger and more war. If you fight against something, you create more fights. You can create more war. So you need to forgive. As also Jesus said that if someone threw a stone at you, through a bread, you know. So meditation or through prayers to actually forgive to everyone, and then also and humble, and you need to show people that being without anger, being kind, through like example how to be, because they're not
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt, but I can't hear anybody right now because it's cell phones in the background.
Mute your phone. Mute your cell phone.
Sorry?
I'm telling her to mute
Yeah,
her
if
cell
there's cell
phone.
phones playing in the background, mute them while she's speaking so we can hear her.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was using the cell phone to hear the question, but then
Sister
turn it
Edith,
down.
okay, I saw your video from the. Okay. Okay, can you please mute anything?
There you go.
I don't hear very well.
Yeah, so the other thing I wanted to explain is about your DNA, that you're carrying everything in your DNA. So through your ancestors, so whatever your ancestors were doing or sins or whatever they had
Okay. Are you hearing her?
created
From the
in
side?
their life that you carry with you through now. So
Okay.
there are certain ancestral defects which also need to release from the body. So there are certain ways, meditation, prayers, which can help to release the ancestors from your life. There are prayers that you actually say that you want to release the ancestors to God, to the earth, and then because we need to clear ourselves, we need to purify ourselves to be different, to actually create a different life, a better life for ourselves. Because if we always produce the same emotions, if we always thinking about anger and fighting back and always then is circle is always just going to be the circle. It's never going to stop. So we need to stop thinking negative. We need to stop thinking fighting back. We need to just show kindness and then show great things and then create, and then by our example people will do the same, because you can lead by examples. You can't lead just talking, you know. To a child also, if you say to the child go and play football but you're watching TV, the child is not going to play football,
talking?
watch TV.
Yes.
Why? Because you're affecting by your actions.
Facebook
So
can't
we
hear her
need
though.
to come up with the action.
Oh my God, I don't know why I don't hear.
In the world. So what we show to other people,
Oh my
that's
God.
what we want to see in the world from others to reflect back.
I really want to hear.
So,
That's good.
Yeah.
Wow.
So let's recap.
Basically saying mindset. She summed it
Yeah.
all up with our mindset.
Yeah, she said it's all in the mindset, and that this is for the ones that can't hear. Just a recap. She said it's all in the mindset, and it goes back to our generations, and we need to pray to let go of our generational mindsets. But I see generational curse mindsets are those generational things is what she said that we need to pray and let go. And by us started to build, then others can see that and we can lead by example.
Exactly. Exactly.
Mhm.
And also she was talking about like eliminating negative thoughts
Mm-hmm.
and focusing on positive thoughts.
continue.
That is like what I can just like so watch your thoughts, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But I do have a question,
Wow.
if I
What do
may.
you think? What do you think, Sister Wonderful? What do you
Before
think?
you answer your question, because I want the audience to be able to hear us, she's using her laptop and her cell phone, and one of those are bringing in a lot of feedback, a lot of static on one of her phones. So if she can mute one of her phone,
Okay.
either this one
Sister
or the
Eddie.
phone that she's using to hear the questions, because it's
Okay, I
sending in
see.
a lot of feedback.
Yeah.
Okay, so she'll
Okay.
use the laptop to hear me on her phone and then unmute her phone to come. Okay, we lost her. So when she come back, hopefully her mic, Deborah, can you give her instructions on how to connect her mic, that get it connected on her computer? That way we can hear her and everyone can hear her, because I do have a question
Okay.
that I would love to ask.
So some of Facebook
Okay.
says they hear her and some
Let
don't.
me try to send a message to her.
But
Yeah,
now
she
the
needs to
sound
go
is
to
gone.
Yeah, she's
the
completely
to
gone
the.
now.
Let me quickly send a message. Okay, I'm going to send a message to her quickly now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about what she says, Sister Wanda?
Well, first and foremost, lead by example. Okay, so
Sister Wanda.
can you hear me?
Not Deborah can't. Deborah, it's you. Now we gonna blame you for this.
I'm hearing you perfectly.
Can you hear me?
Any of us.
I can hear everybody.
I can't too.
Everybody too. Deborah can't hear us.
Deborah, you're too far away.
Love this pandemic Zoom.
She's like, I can't hear nothing.
Can you hear us now, Sister Deb?
Oh my God.
Yeah, she can't hear us. She needs to reconnect her stuff so we can hear her. And let me tell her we cannot hear you.
I don't know why I couldn't hear, but it's so amazing, and I really want her to be, but now that everybody can listen to her, that is the best way. It's okay that if I don't, but I just want to hear, what do you think about what she said, Sister Wanda?
I think the lead by example. Okay, I'm going to piggyback off of that, because here's the thing: many people are following the example. The example just isn't the right example. Because if it was the right example, we wouldn't be having these conversations.
Yeah.
So people are leading by example. It's the wrong example. Okay, so we have to be just
Yeah.
as passionate about our example as they are about theirs. So that's the thing.
Mhm.
We have to not let up. We have to fight the fight, the endurance. I read somebody said it was Juneteenth for Texas. That's a huge thing for Texas. It's a Juneteenth celebration. When the Texas and the slavery here, we finally got word that the slaves were free years after the fact. So we celebrated that yesterday. Well, someone said we're still in slavery. We're still not set free. Now, is that from our mindset? Is that from society? Is it a combination of all of it? What is the example that we are setting? What is the example that we're going to stick to and follow through? Right now, we're angry, we're tired. How long is that going to last? I can go back to Rodney King. Okay, that they burned down the whole entire area. They rioted, they picketed, but guess what? It died down. And what is happening now?
Right.
Rodney King all over again. Okay, and then we're back to the rioting, we're back to the picketing, we're back to all the things that we did years ago. But when we're in the moment, power to the people, then life happens and it dissolves.
Right.
Their examples never fade.
Yeah.
It's always in your face. It's always, this is how I feel, this is how I believe, this is my lifestyle, period. Okay. We don't start setting examples until our back is against the wall. So we can't, now that we're on the gas pedal, we can't let up. We can't hit the brake. We can't go into cruise control. We can't let up off the gas. We've got to keep our foot pressed down on the gas pedal and never let up, because it's obvious they're showing
That's
they're
real
never
good.
they're never going to let up.
That's real good.
They're never, and we get complacent. Okay, we wait to make a move case by case. What about the time in between these cases of these Black lives that matter, that are, people are being killed, people are being hurt, people are being hung? So we don't do anything. We don't hit that gas pedal until a case appears, a Facebook posting appears. Let's stay focused on the cause year round, every single day, every single minute. Just don't let up. Lead by being determined. Set that example. I'm determined, because when we leave here, we have children, we have grandchildren, we have great grandchildren. So even if we fight this fight until we take our last breath, we're setting the example for our kids, our grandchildren, our great grands. When my parents fought for this, we hear about our ancestors. Well, guess what? They led by example. We got complacent. So we just have to lead by the correct example, because examples are being set. It's just what side you're going to choose.
Right. Whose example are you following?
Right.
And as you're speaking, I'm thinking about a lot of different things that just popped in my spirit. One being that the whole burning it down. Well, they burned down Black Wall Street. Now they're burning down New York. Now they're saying we're terrorists. Well, you burned it down first. That's the example that you set for us, to when we want something, we take it and we burn it down. And then it's the problem with, oh, we're violent, we're this, we're that. But those are the examples that were set for us. On the opposite side, we have Martin Luther King. I had a dream. He started to march, right? Then we're doing that now. Then we're still being called terrorists.
Right.
So we can do a lot of things. We can sow the seed. We can water the seed, but the harvest is not for us to harvest. The harvest is for our generation, our children to harvest. That's the example. And that goes on both ends, from the Black to the white. If you're not Black, you're white. If you're not white, you're Black. There's no middle area. That's just how the world is divided right now.
Right.
Now we have to stitch that together so there's no division, but it can't be just us saying there's a problem. If you think it's okay for you to post something on social media where I can see it and say big name companies, Fortune 500, okay, well, we stand in solidarity. 27% of my company's workforce gonna be Black. Excuse me? How dare you? Why is there even a limit on how much of us that you hired? That's a problem all by itself, but it's socially acceptable to where you're pushing that on us. Oh, 46% of our company is going to be Black. How dare you? When you remove that percentage and whoever is qualified get that job and you don't even know how much percent, now you're diverse. Now it's not about color, it's about qualification. And that is the problem. And even in this fight, we think that we're making progress, but we're really not, because there's still a problem here. Restrictions and limitations. Don't tell me I can do and be whatever if you're telling me when I get to the door I can't come in. That's a problem. If I have a PhD and I'm qualified, hire me.
Right.
Because you got 27% and I'm 27.1. I can't come in the door because I'm that 0.1. Don't play with me. That's the problem that we have right now.
And that's why one of the biggest things we got to do is create our own doors.
Right.
That's one of the biggest things we got to do is create our own doors. What is stopping us for real of starting our own Fortune 500 companies?
What
is stopping us from putting together our portfolios and working as a team? The CEO, the COO. What's wrong with us actually coming together and creating? Do you know that in Black Wall Street, not only did they weren't just Black Wall Street, they had the whole street, but they had their own bank, their own school, their own hospital, their own lawyer's office, their own everything. And they didn't. Do you think back then that they sat and said, "Oh, we gotta join Fortune 500, the Fortune 500 companies and learn from them, and then start our own"? No, they got at a table when they said, "Let's create our own everything." To me, this is the prime example for us to create our own everything. One of my really good friends yesterday said, Black is the new green. Yes, create our own stuff right now.
That.
Make our own lanes. Create what it is that is necessary for us to move forward in Black Wall Street. Create what is, like I've been seeing on social media a lot lately, and I love it, but I should have saw it all year round. Okay, how many Black organizations am I going to support today? Give me your links. How many Black entrepreneurs am I supporting today? Give me your links. No, that should have been an everyday thing for us. That should have been the things that we did on a consistent basis. Like our sister said earlier, we should be saying and leading by example all the time. You know, she's of another race, and she said, change our mindsets, dilute the things that people have taught us, and come back to the table with the things that we know. Come back to the table with everything that we are. We have all our tools. We have all the things that we need. We just need to stop rubbing the shoulders of other people and rub our own. Hold each other accountable and hold each other up. And we will see a dramatic change in our communities.
Right.
I say it all the time. I'm ready to start. Who wants to join forces? I mean, it's 5 of us on here now. We can lead by example. When this call is over, they're going to say, not only did them powerhouses come on and teach us a little bit today on how to work together, but now we're going to actually join forces from all over the world. And we're going to show y'all what it looks like to recreate Black Wall Street without having a whole bunch of conversation.
Let's do it. I'm all about setting an example because I am a leader, not a follower. Let's do it. Put that, as I say, put the money where your mouth is.
Absolutely.
I'm ready. Because, honey, who looks at someone and be like, one day you're gonna be like, oh wow, I knew her. Oh wow, I used to work with her. I didn't know she had all that in her. One day. But just, oh my gosh, and here's the thing. Once again, we want those fast fixes. Like,
not about that.
Cream of wheat, like hot chocolate. I want it fast, quick. I don't want to.
Beverly just said action.